So we are in 2026, a good time to actually look back on 2025 and the state of hardware in 2025. So 2025 started like every other year. There was a new NVIDIA GPU coming in, there were new CPUs coming in, and by March we were truly in the new 50
with
series
the Blackwell
era.
family RTX 5070, 4090 performance at $549.
But then something different started happening in September, October, November onwards. I think it's safe to say that 2025 did turn out to be one of the most crucial years for computer hardware, and especially for Crucial. Rest in peace, guys. It's January 2026 and things are looking pretty bleak. RAM has quadrupled in price. Now SSD is following the same route. Pretty soon we're going to see that reflected in GPUs now. I mean, about Feb, even Jan end, you're going to see GPUs increase in price across the board. Across AMD, across NVIDIA, across all SKUs. Now all sorts of manufacturers which somehow require memory are kind of in a crisis. So what do we do as customers? So 6 months hibernation. Should we wait for the bubble to pop? That's a great question because nobody really knows when this bubble pops. Because data centers are actually still being built. Stuff to build those data centers is already bought or future brought. For example, Hynix's entire production lineup for 2026 is fully booked. So anybody telling you that this is kind of go away in 6, 7, 8 months probably doesn't have the right picture. नहीं जाने वाला 6, 7, 8 months. Unless something catastrophic happens to all the AI companies and suddenly they realize you're wasting money. And in case you didn't know this, by the way, all the big companies who are doing this build out are doing it on loans called bonds, which you pay for. So indirectly, people buying those bonds are helping finance this shit. Yeah, it's true. If you really think about it, we are f***ing ourselves over. So during the dot-com bubble, a lot of companies actually unka valuation बढ़ गया था, they got a lot of money, but in reality, they weren't really getting any revenue. But it's not exactly the same case this time. The AI bubble is not the dot-com bubble. It is not equal to it. No, absolutely not. These companies are actually generating some revenue. Even OpenAI, even though it's in losses. And of course, Google is generating revenue, XAI is generating revenue, everyone is. And there is a big promise of good future revenue using whatever they're using this hardware for.
Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison predicts AI surveillance will be part of our everyday lives in the future.
Now, all these companies are kind of in a death rush to build out these things. Their combined spend is supposed to be close to $150 billion just in 2025. And this is set to go higher in 2026. Why is all this spending happening? It's happening because one of these companies wants to be the first to touch AGI or hit AGI. Whether that's possible, time will tell. But do they not run in the race? Impossible. The future cost implication of not hitting AGI is way too much for these companies. But what happens when one company hits it and the rest don't? What happens to their hardware? क्या करेंगे वो उस पे? Now, as these companies race towards AGI, the consumer market gets priced out of a lot of stuff. That PS5 you liked probably will get expensive. That laptop you wanted to buy is already expensive. That mobile phone has suddenly increased in price. Now this will start getting reflected in TVs. Not much, but will definitely affect TV pricing too. Best case scenario, or rather the optimistic scenario, is 6 months in, the bubble pops, everything's come crashing down, and we are happy buying cheaper hardware again. The worst case scenario is all the compute, high-end compute, gets cornered by these big name companies who then offer it to you as HAS, hardware as a service. Now work has been going on hardware as a services for a while now. And it just makes sense now because you have all that hardware. What do you do with it? How do you monetize it is the next question. Welcome to your shiny new gaming PC on only $10 a month. I really hope to God this doesn't happen. I wish it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. Resist, guys. Don't take those subscriptions. So what happens when your basic hardware is online? I mean, now they control everything, right? They know what you do on your PC. They know what files you're saving. They know your homework folder. You really want to live in a future like that? हर चीज़ ही SAS. Already we are stuck in so many subscription services. अभी hardware भी वैसे कर लेंगे हम लोग. That'll be so shitty, right? Click to upgrade your phone. Imagine a situation where one service is not able to actually cater to all its consumers, what do then? We already saw that with Ghibli, right? The rate limit starts happening. You're not allowed to use for so and so time. You're allowed to game only for 10 hours today. No, I want to game for 24 hours. Said no one ever, but maybe if you wanted to, then how would you do it? Rate limit, data caps. Come on. हर चीज़ ही control हो जाएगी bro अपनी तो फिर. And for people saying that China will save us starting their own RAM company and they'll make RAM cheaper for everybody. No. Starting a RAM company is not starting that D2C brand and giving ads on Facebook. It's not that simple. RAM manufacturers require a certain scale to be profitable in the first place. The build out for itself is billions of dollars and requires years to do. It's not that simple. And what happens when the demand for RAM goes out? Now that company has spent billions of dollars for new lines. What do they do now? Now while these price increases last, which they will for about a year, with RAM getting expensive, SSD getting expensive, GPU expensive, what does an enthusiast do? So if you were on the fence about buying a PC and waiting for the bubble to burst and then buy a PC at lower price, it's probably not a good idea to wait unless you're ready for a long wait. Yeah. Go ahead, buy that hardware that you need. And yes, stop using these AI services. Mat karo. Download that algorithm on your PC. Your PC is as good as for inferencing as anything else. You can actually put in your algo on your system, run queries through your GPU offline. कर लो मेरे भाई, मत यूज करो, सब्सक्रिप्शन बंद कर दो इनके सारे. Best way. Don't generate that damn Ghibli image or something. Don't write that email with the help of AI. And the worst part is, all this hardware is being used for stupid shit. Today on Twitter, people are like, oh, delete the racist from this photo. उतना ही कर रहे हैं. And one lady is putting their photo, put this lady in a bikini. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, Elon Musk bikini में आ गया. क्या किसको फर्क पड़ रहा है इससे भाई? क्या इसके लिए multi-billion-dollar data center बन रहे हैं? And the worst part is these companies don't realize. It's like, help me write a email to ask for leave. Bro, seriously, खुद ही लिख देना वो email. It's because of those guys. Everything is more expensive now. People want to colorize their photo, put people in bikinis, make Gandhi ji and Stephen Hawking's fight. Why, bro? Stop doing that bullshit. Stop doing it. It's not going to change though. तब भी करेंगे. देखने में मजा आ रहा है, पर उसकी वजह से हर चीज महंगी हो रही है, bro. So yeah, to conclude my rant, if you're on the fence today in 2026 January, whether to buy that and pull the trigger on that expensive PC that you wanted, yeah, it's expensive already. Do it now. Don't wait. Peace until next time.